One of my favorites. This is a C chord, y'all. Why is it a C chord? Well, we can always remember that the lowest note in that chord, and I don't know why all of a sudden I started talking with an accent, but there's something about the C chord that makes me do it. The lowest note in that chord, we know, is our root note of the chord. The root of all pleasure in the C chord is, of course, a C. C. We'll get to why later on, don't worry about it. So, let's take a look here. We have the third finger is going on the third fret of the A string. Second finger is going on the second fret of the D string. First finger is going on the first fret of the B string. So this is your B string. That's this one right here. And you want the first finger on the first fret. Not on the bar, but right there. Drop that wrist. Drop it! Second finger. Second fret of the D string. Third finger. Third fret of the A string. Put it together and what do you got? Sorry. Put it together and what do you got? Oh, music. So once again, if you found yourself sounding like this, why would that be? Well, drop the wrist. Drop it. Relax, relax, relax. It's cool, relax. Drop the wrist. Press firmly with your fingers on from the top of the fingers, not the flat flesh, but on the top, on the balls of the fingertips. Press in there. Relax that wrist. Push with your thumb and squeeze down. And play the notes individually, gang. Play them individually. C. That's going to be an E, but, you know. C. Second finger on the second fret of the D string is an E note. We have open G. And first finger on the first fret of the B string is C. Now, you want to make sure you know that that's a C. Well, remember, the third fret of the A string is the lowest note in that chord, which makes it the root note of a C chord. Remember we talked about that? Well, your first finger on the first fret of the B string is actually the same note, it's just an octave higher. Call it an octave higher. Did you notice that? It's the same note. It's just higher. Sonically speaking, you like this. Or on a piano, if you were looking at a piano, you'd find it's the same concept. You have, you know, what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts again in the alphabet. There are no notes. Here's the good news, folks. There are no notes, you know, that go higher than G. Sharps and flats and stuff, yeah, but we'll get into that later. C, D, E, F, G. You have like 7 possibilities to be concerned with at this juncture. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And it starts over again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Kind of like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you remember all that from like, what is that, Mary Poppins or something? So Mary Poppins was not wrong. That brings us back to do. It starts over again in terms of the names of the notes and the possibilities of the notes. You have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And when it starts over again, that would be the next octave higher. So, remember what I said about a little bit of theory. We'll get into that later. Because, you know, I want you guys like this. Like, yeah, yeah. Not, oh, man. What else is on here? C. C. So we have a C chord, folks. And we have a G chord, folks. Put them together, and what do you got? G. C. G. What up, G? C. Ah, C, C. Whole deal looks like this when you're sitting down in some cafe somewhere. Sorry. G, C. 80% of learning anything is getting over your own mental hurdle of, this is hard, I can't do it, I don't understand, I'll never, blah, blah. Just get rid of that. You can understand, you will understand, you probably do understand. It's my job to help you to understand. And the best way to do that is just to take it really, really slow. Really slow. Be patient with yourself. Be kind, be loving, be gentle. And you'll pick it up just like driving. Some of you may not be driving a car yet, but those of you that are driving a car or maybe have been driving a car for years, you remember those initial moments where your hands are at 10 and 2. Check your mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds. Mirror signal blind spot. What do I do? If you think about it too much, you're going to crash the car, you know, but just take it slow, relax, learn at your own pace, and eventually you'll be driving and doing all those things your teacher told you not to do. In our next lesson, we're going to take on the mighty D chord and maybe E as well. And we'll also talk about strumming patterns so that you can actually do what you just heard me do. Don't get frustrated. Didn't mean to get ahead of the game, but I wanted to let you know where this is heading so that you have something to look forward to, something to work towards. What do you think of that? All right, thanks, gang, and we'll see you in the next installment, probably in about 3 weeks. This is plenty to work on for the next 3 weeks. When you're on your lunch break, wherever you may be, work this stuff out. Spend at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes is like meditation. Just spend 20 minutes a day doing this stuff. If you want to get there quicker, you know, go slow and have patience with yourself, but do it like 6 hours a day, and you'll be rocking and rolling in no time. And moving on to some other YouTube videos that are maybe more advanced for you. But right now, let's stick here. Let's stay here. Let's party on with these chords and all that. See you next time.